It was late afternoon on the outskirts of Texas. The sun dipped low, spilling golden light through rows of old oak trees, painting the stone path that led to a weathered nursing home. The wind carried the scent of dry earth after rain, mingling with the creak of rocking chairs on the porch. Right at the iron gate sat a stray dog, a shepherd mix. His fur was a patchy brown-gray, matted and dusty, his legs thin, his body worn. Yet his deep eyes held a strange patience, as if waiting for someone. Locals whispered that he had been there for weeks, never leaving, sitting in silence from morning until dusk. The scene looked calm, but beneath it was a quiet, aching loneliness. That noon, the roar of a Harley shattered the silence. A tattooed biker, wearing a faded leather jacket, pulled up in front of the gate to rest. He removed his helmet, revealing sharp, tired eyes. That was when he noticed the dog curled near the post. The dog stiffened, ears pricked, and took a step back. His gaze was wary, ready to flee but unwilling to let go. The biker didn't move closer. He simply sat by his bike, opened a bottle of water, and pushed the cap filled with water toward the animal. For a moment, the dog hesitated. Then carefully, he padded forward and licked the droplets. Their eyes met, one belonging to a scarred wanderer, the other to a forsaken soul. In that fleeting instant, an invisible bond was born. Later that evening, as the gates swung open, a group of young men passed by. Spotting the dog, they laughed cruelly, tossing an empty can that clattered against the iron bars. The dog flinched, trembling, but didn't run. His eyes stayed fixed inside the nursing home, as though waiting for someone to appear. The biker stood nearby, watching it all. His gloved fist clenched tight, veins rising on his arm. A heavy silence filled the air. Most thought it was just another passing moment, but it was only the beginning of something no one expected. The next day, the nursing home's manager made a call. "That dog is a nuisance. Take it away," he ordered coldly. Soon, a white animal control van pulled up, its iron cage doors creaking open. The dog froze, backing against the wall, eyes wide with fear. His weak barks echoed, swallowed by the grinding of metal. A few elderly residents stood by the windows, covering their mouths, helpless. Then, a thunderous roar of an engine. The biker returned, pulling up hard at the gate. He swung off the Harley, tattoos snaking across his strong arms, his gaze fierce. Stepping forward, he planted himself between the men and the dog. The air grew tense, as if the world was holding its breath. "Leave him to me," the biker said firmly, voice deep and unshakable. The workers exchanged glances, then stepped back. The man knelt down, hand outstretched. The dog trembled, hesitated, then suddenly leapt into his chest, burying his face against the leather vest. His breath came ragged, his eyes glistening. From behind, an old woman whispered with trembling lips, That was George's dog. George, the veteran who lived here. He passed away last month." The crowd fell silent. It all became clear. The dog hadn't been waiting for food or kindness. He had been waiting for his master, who would never come back. His loyalty was heartbreaking. The biker lifted the dog into his arms, holding him tight, as though filling the void of loss. He nodded to the elders, then mounted his bike. The Harley roared to life, kicking dust into the sunset as they rode away. The stray finally had a home, no longer condemned to wait in vain. A biker, once a drifter, and a dog, once abandoned, two broken souls, had found each other, bound by fate. Final shot. The tattooed man gently strokes the dog's head. Together, they look toward the horizon, where golden light spills like hope reborn. Thank you for watching the entire story. See you again in the next videos on SoulPaw Stories 5.